in Botswana, you had a very good leader, Seretse Khama. Botswana was, when he first came to power, very, very poor. It was pretty much the poorest country in Africa. It was dirt poor. But the big mining company, De Beers, came and said, you might have diamonds because the neighboring countries have got diamonds, and we'd like to look to find them. And so Seretse Khama went round all the clans. Botswana doesn't have tribes, but it has clans, which is not so dissimilar. And he said to all the clan leaders, we might have got diamonds. We don't know if we get them. We don't know where they are. And I'm going to ask you what system you'd like us to have. We can have either a system which says whichever clan finds them can keep them, or we can have a system that says wherever they're found in Botswana, they belong to all Botswanans. I'll do whichever you want. You tell me which you want. And the clan leaders, this took a year where they thought about it. And eventually each clan leader worked out what Seretse Khama had already understood before the beginning, which was that it was vital that the diamonds should belong to everybody in Botswana. The people needed to come together. And the nightmare of each clan leader that persuaded them was the thought, supposing the neighboring tribe discovers them and my tribe doesn't, my clan will certainly say the neighboring clan is being selfish, they should share them. And the leader of the neighboring clan will say, but the leader of your clan agreed that if we found them and you didn't, we should keep them. You go and ask him. And the thought of that, every clan leader came to Seretse Khama and said, no, wherever they are, they belong to everybody. Now that was good leadership. And Khama kept on being a good leader because he also thought we need to guard against what should we do with this money? The danger is that people will say, gosh, we suddenly are rich. We don't need to work anymore. And so he introduced a preemptive neutralizing proposition, if you remember neutralizing propositions, because what Khama wanted to do was save and invest the money, use the money to develop the economy, infrastructure, and if they couldn't find decent infrastructure to build, rather than waste it, they'd put it in a little sovereign wealth fund. And so he had a preemptive narrative which said, we're poor and therefore we have to carry a heavy load. And every poor person in Botswana could understand that. They themselves were poor and they were carrying a heavy load. And what did that mean? We're poor and therefore we have to carry a heavy load. It means step by step we have to get out of poverty. It'll be a slow process of climbing out. And sure enough, a maverick politician came and said, we've got diamonds, we should spend it. We're rich, we don't have to work anymore. If you write it down, we're rich, we don't have to work it anymore, and we're poor, we have to carry a heavy load. We're poor, we have to carry a heavy load is concept for concept a refutation of we're rich, we don't have to work anymore. We're rich, no, we're poor. Huh? We don't have to work anymore, we have to carry a heavy load. And so people just laughed at this maverick politician, said, don't be an idiot, don't be an idiot. And so that was karma using a preemptive neutralizing proposition against populism. And finally, the thing that was really great about karma was that De Beers had told him, because he was himself a clan leader, they said, wherever the diamonds are, we know that they're under your clans. You know, your clan's got them. Yeah. And this was great statesmanship, because instead of saying, my clan's going to be rich as long as we have finders keepers, karma put country before his own group. And that takes us finally to the point that you were making. How do you get beyond this sort of tribalism? A good leader can do it.